Hi, my name is Dr. Margo Roman, and I want to tell you a little bit about why we started doing microbiome restorative therapy. This happens to be Hannah, and she is one of our donors. But we started out about in 2011, and I wanted to do a fecal transplant, but I had never heard of anyone doing it in small animal. It was part of what we did in veterinary school. We did fecal transplants on pigs, and we did rumen transplants on cows, but nobody had really explored it in small animals, and not only for diarrhea's sake, but for other issues. So the term fecal microbiota transplantation was actually coined or made a statement in 2010. And when we started doing it about 2 years later, I thought that term seemed like you're only dealing with fecal transplants. We're doing more than that. We're trying to restore the microbiome. So we use the word microbiome restorative therapy, which to me is a more encompassing way to help these animals get rebalanced and allow them to really gain the strength of their gut and their immune system. And since 80% of your immune system comes from your gut, what should be the first thing that everyone wants to do is establish a gut that has really good microbiome. So why not start with really good stuff? So again, our dogs are 30 years, 6 generations, and now a 7th generation that we're trying to protect and keep them from antibiotics and over medication of flea products and tick products and heartworm preventative. They have a minimal amount of heartworm preventative. We do a whole protocol to help them reestablish their microbiome, because heartworm preventative does kill your microbiome. So, and all the flea and tick products kill your microbiome. So every time you use these things, you're using them because sometimes you really do need them if you have an infestation, but the minimum that we can use them and help the microbiome stay healthy is what we're trying to do. So in the cases that we do, not only are GI, all diarrhea cases should be looked at as a microbiome dysbiosis. So if it is due to a parasite, then you've got to get rid of the parasite. That's an obvious parasite. Otherwise, to try to rebalance it versus throwing antibiotics at it. Antibiotics are from the 1900s. They don't work very well anymore, and we've overused them, so we don't have good protection when we actually need an antibiotic, because everybody's been wasting it on things that we don't even need to use antibiotics. So I haven't used antibiotics for diarrhea in almost 30 years. The only time I would use it if they had giardia or something like that on my patients, on my clients' patients. So, but we're using it for behavior, personality. They get when they do our microbiome, they get the personality of our dogs, which is these happy poodles that are friendly and outgoing and stuff like that. We use it for all of our cancer cases, because if you can get 80% of an immune system to work, why wouldn't you want to try that first before you start adding drugs and antibiotics and everything else? We're using it for skin allergies, food allergies, from environmental allergies. Dogs that have been on Apoquil and Cytopoint and cortisone and all this stuff, and we give them a fecal transplant, and suddenly they're not allergic to these things anymore. And we understand that the gut are just so important, and all the neurotransmitters that go to the brain and make it's such a vast piece of information that we are just touching the surface. We use it for our GI issues, but related to other things, even like kidney and pancreatitis, liver issues, because these are also related to the GI. It helps reverse liver failure. We've done that multiple times. Some of the things that we do when we're doing restorative therapy is we include medical ozone. And medical ozone, I think, is a huge piece of the success of our implants that we do, because it reduces biofilm, it reduces inflammation, it stimulates stem cells, and it regulates the immune system also. So it's a real additive piece that I think it makes a success, there. So I want to encourage you guys to go on the website for Legacy Biome. Go on our website, mashvet.com, mbrt.life, and learn about how important it is to have the microbiome as your partner in trying to help your animals get better. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.